a spell on you. Do what you do, do what I do. I wanna put a spell on you. Do what you do what I do. Yeah. Put a spell on you, 'cause you're mine. You better stop doing the things you do. Put a spell on you. Do what you do, I'll do what I do. I wanna put a spell on you. Do what you do what I do. Yeah. I wanna put a spell on you. Do what you do what I do. I wanna put a spell on you. Do what you do what I do. Yeah.
about these days. Tried to bring my past, it hurt, we had to go our separate ways. Like Humpty Dumpty, left me grumpy. Loved ones left out and it left me lonely. But it was all in the plan, it just grew me up. Telling the plans to myself like it's two of us. I learned to stand by myself when it's feeling sus. And that feeling inside is the one to trust. Can't nobody tell me what I can't do, cause the night's still young and I ain't through. It's the type of tune you blast through the sunroof. Gonna play this one back if you need proof. Used to be down, now I'm up again. Beat the door down, gotta let me in. It's either that or I'ma run through the back. Run it up and end up running it back. Used to be down, now I'm up again. Beat the door down, gotta let me in. It's either that or I'ma run through the back. Run it up and end up running it back. What you do? Took a leap of faith and landed on my feet. And what he do? Ordered my steps like I was keeping the beat. Say it ain't true. Weird energy, gotta keep it discreet. No kin to me, but always relay team. But I choose my battles well, no debating. Ran it up by myself like a relay team. Stayed 10 toes down even when I was down. Now I'm up, now I'm about to go 10 more rounds. Ain't nobody tell me what I can't do, cause the night's still young and I ain't through. It's the type of tune you blast through the sunroof. Gonna play this one back if you need proof. Used to be down, now I'm up again. Beat the door down, gotta let me in. It's either that or I'ma run through the back. Run it up and end up running it
What's up, baby? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. How you guys doing today? All righty. Welcome to my show. My name is Keyse. You're watching the Keyse Review Live. Let's go. Hey, I've been gone for a couple of weeks. 1 week it was like no news, so I then decided to do the show. And then last week I just had a lot of stuff to do, and then really not a lot of news, but we got some news this week, so we will be talking about them. Thank you for joining my show. If this is your first time joining, I appreciate you. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. It will let you know whenever I go live. Also, if you can do me a favor and hit the thumbs up. If you do that for me, it helps me in the quality with YouTube. We beginning finally some new users. Thank you for the 4 new users we got. Subscribers. Pull this back. I need a new pop filter. This thing does not want to hold anymore. Even though the mic has a built-in pop filter, still I like to have this one just in case. But how everybody's doing, reading your comments right here. We got a few people on, looks like. We are going to go over a few things today. We're going to quickly go over Intel. We got some stuff coming out. We might have a release date for their new Alder Lake chips. Also, we're going to quickly touch on their Arc Alchemist GPU line and the rumored prices that it could have. We're also going to go over Sony. Sony finally announced the purchase of Bluepoint Games. We're also going to have, talk a little bit about the state of play that's happening this Wednesday. We're going to talk a little bit about Rivian, going over what Rivian is coming out with their new R1T, R1T vehicle coming up in January. We got Lucid Motors unveil their production line and the deliveries of the Lucid Air, as well as go over their Dream Drive system. Then we're going to get into some Apple stuff. We got the AirPods releasing, as well as their brand new redesign, and it looks pretty good, their MacBook Pro line. Okay, so we got Michelle Williams in the building. How you guys doing? All right, how about we get on with this show? So let's go ahead and put this on the mini player real quick. Wait for that to pop up. And then we go change the scene. So, of course, like I said, we're going to be talking about Intel real quick. And if you guys see these are the upcoming Outer Lake processors right here. That has been leaked by Micro Center. So, leaks from Micro Center said that they should be coming out November the 4th. So, these leaks just came out this week. What we're hearing is that the process should be coming out, like I said, November 4th, basically. Look like they're going to be starting around $400 or $500 for the price points. So you can see over here, let me actually blow this screen up for you guys. And this is hitting, which is weird because I just updated software and it's still doing this. Anyway, let's go ahead and, where's my mouse at? Is it on? Where's my mouse go? Oh, there you go. So if you guys see right over here where you have the core bundle, you can see it's $349.99. That's for the i7, or actually, I'm sorry, that's the older one. Where's the new one? 2700. Oh, here we go. Right here where it says coming soon. So you see both of them where they say coming soon at $469.99. That's going to be for the 12 core, which is awesome. Like, that's a good price point. And then you see right here, Outer Lake, this is the 16 core. Both of those are going to be the 1700 LGA 1700 socket right there. And then you have the other ones right here. So they did pull the listing off, but of course, thank you to the internet, somebody snapshotted, and we got the prices and the availability dates and stuff like that. I should have took a snapshot because I think MSI has some boards that also leaked out and they looked awesome. I also think that some of these processing and some of these boards will use the newer Intel connector, I think, on a couple of them that has been unveiled, but we shall see, basically. I might have to create some buttons for this so I can just press it on the tablet. I don't know why it does this. I just unhide everything before this. So that's pretty interesting stuff right there, to see the price point of a couple of the chips. And of course, these are just going to be 2 chips. I'm sure they're going to have some around $300, which you're probably going to be like 6 cores, 8 cores. You're going to, of course, have, I think, was 16? I don't remember if 16 was supposed to be like their highest core count. I think there might have been one above that. And of course, it's rumored that they're going to be coming out with their workstation chips again. That's going to become combating AMD's Threadripper and Threadripper Pro series, which would be awesome to see, hopefully. But hopefully it comes out with that stuff right there. These processors, too, just to note, these are heterogeneous processors, meaning that you have your high efficiency cores and your high for performance cores. So the difference is, so it's kind of like how some of the cell phones now work with the ARM processors, with the heterogeneous processing, where a few cores are going to be made for low power. So if you're not doing much web browsing, if you're going to be doing like basic stuff, music, where you don't require a lot of power. And then when you start getting to like videos, maybe cameras, movies, they're going to start, gaming, where they're going to start using some of those high power cores and everything like that. This is something that's going to be the wave of the future for here on out. They're already doing it with their Apple line. Apple's doing all their stuff, which we'll get into in a little bit. They also have AMD is starting to consider doing this stuff. It's going to be pretty interesting to see the future of processing, and we're doing all this stuff before we start getting to the future wave of processing, where I can't think of the term right now. I don't know why I'm going blank right now, and I got not enough rest, but I am getting a little hungry. I've been up all morning. But before you get to the new processing, where it's going to do a lot more things, and I'll probably talk about that in a future episode, because just straight silicone and straight serial processing and stuff like that, and just regular parallel processing, it's going to change. It's going to start changing and stuff like that, you know. So, but for the time being, it's interesting to see these new processors about to come out, and they're saying that these things are blowing benchmarks out the water. They're blowing like almost every AMD chip out the water, some of the older Intel processors out the water. I'm even hearing that some of these things are going to be better than what Apple's coming out with the M1 processor, you know, and going toe to toe with it, which is one reason why the CEO Pat Gelsinger said that he wants Apple back basically for some of the stuff. So, which is interesting because Apple just left from doing a lot of Intel chips and stuff like that. So it's interesting to see Intel be like, hey, we want you back. But, you know, Pat Gelsinger, I mean, he's been on it as far as CEO of Intel. Intel has really, really kicked into the drive since he's been ahead. There's nothing more, you know, than I want to see Intel survive and produce, especially with their new IDPs, where they're going to start having their manufacturing plant where they're not just manufacturing Intel chips. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, I mean, not just, hold on, just got an important text. Let me just read this real quick. But what I'm reading is, they're going to be coming out with a whole bunch of stuff where they're going to be doing custom built chips for everybody else that signs on to their foundry, you know. But they have plenty online to order if they have stock. Okay, cool. Intel, and also they're building a plant, I believe, in Europe now, so they got that going on. We got the Intel Arc, which we're about to talk to in a minute. They got all these things that's going on right now. You know, like, I've never seen Intel in recent years, or any company, minus maybe Apple and Sony with PlayStation, that has been this social and this forthcoming and everything like that. This is going to be a great change. You know, Intel is still one of the top chip companies. They're second to ARM right now, but ARM is a fabulous plant. You know, they got, you know, TMSE, Samsung, Global Foundries, you know, that's making their chips and stuff like that. But you're going to start putting Intel in that mix for making custom chips, you know. So Facebook, if they're looking for custom chips to be made, you can get a custom Xeon chip, you know, branded as a Facebook chip, quote unquote, for them. So that's going to be interesting to see what Intel starts doing. But that's the price leaks right there. And then to talk quickly about their Arc line, the Intel Alchemist is among release. Prices said to start around $600 for the performance modes, while the premium model will start off at $800. There has been a contest page that Intel has been running for a couple of weeks now, where the first wave is closed now. Second wave is going to be starting on October the 27th. They are saying that these chips are retail for the contest, at least in the comments. Prices are going to start around $700. So that's to give you a good idea for where, you know, those chips could be costing for the GPUs, which I'm highly looking forward to. We got some people waving. Jeanette Henderson, how you doing, Miss Jeanette? Wait, hold up. We got Eric Lest in the chat.
What?
We got Eric Lest in the chat. Yeah. What's up, Eric? Glad you guys joined us. If you guys hit the like button too, I'll appreciate it. Anyway, going back to where we was on, but the Alchemist chip, man, like, I'm really interested in seeing what these Alchemists can do, especially with us going to PCIe 5, especially when Intel about to release their new Xeon chips that's about to blow everything out the water. This stuff's going to be really interesting in 2022. It's crazy because, like, Eric actually said that there is a chip shortage that is affecting Apple. Yeah, the chip shortage is affecting everybody. It is affecting Apple because I believe their new laptop's supposed to be coming out. They're already sold out. They don't have enough for them. The chip shortage is going to be crazy. And going back to Intel creating these fabs about to be big. And here's one thing to think about, guys. What if maybe Intel doesn't necessarily have the fabs or have chips to create for Apple as far as the actual Intel chips, but they start making M1 chips, guys. That's something to think about. Apple may look at TMSC, be like, hey, you guys can't create capacity for the chips, so we're going to go to Intel, and Intel going to start creating the M1 chips. That could be very, very interesting, very, very interesting. And then the interesting part that, with NVIDIA, going through the process to purchase ARM, they could be creating NVIDIA chips, because NVIDIA is a fabulous plant too, guys. NVIDIA does not make their own chips. They design it, they make it at the foundry. TMSC, sometimes they get some stuff from Samsung. Don't forget, you're going to have China's first fab plant, SMIC, so you're going to have them foundries. It's going to be a great, great time for foundries. If you want to be anything right now in life, technology is where it's at, because especially with the chips, because everything uses chips. Your computers always use a million chips, of course. You got your TVs that use chips. You got your musical equipment that uses chips now. You got all your portable devices that uses chips. You got your cars using multiple chips and stuff like that. And with the sorters, yes, like with COVID, everything was backed up from production, and they had to reduce it, and then they had to remake and redefine how they, do their check-in process and check people coming in for viruses and COVID and stuff. The demand has grown, super, super, grown to the point where these factories can't produce stuff fast enough. And the chip manufacturers are number one because almost everything uses a chip. And that's been the number one thing that has been in short supply, honestly, is the chips, the CPUs, the GPUs, RAM, so forth. So, it's going to be pretty interesting to see what they do. Anyway, going back to the Alchemist, that I went off topic a little bit. So I told you about the contest pass. Also, they said the Alchemist may have the performance that's rivaling one of NVIDIA's top chips, the 3080, guys. Oh! The 3080 is basically NVIDIA's second top performing card, with the top one being the 3090 RTX that is mainly made for producers and content creators and stuff like that. So for Intel, for people to say that the benchmarks are already competing against the RTX 3080, that's going to be saying something, guys. I mean, if you're a gamer, and note that if they're saying that these prices are going to be starting around $700, 3080 is already starting around $900, that could be something to consider. Now, I know a lot of people is going to be concerned and they're going to be cautious because it's going to be a first generation type product, which is fair. The first generation is always usually the guinea pig of everything. That's going to be interesting to see a brand new Intel chip that's going to be competing to the likes of one of NVIDIA's flagships cards. That's going to be nuts, guys. That's really going to be nuts. You talk about where we're going with gaming now, and we're entering 4K gaming, and where 1440p gaming is the norm now, and people's using multiple screens, 3, 4, 5 screens now. This could be something very, very important. Of course, there's snapshots I showed them in a previous show. I'm waiting to see more with the Alchemist. I'm hearing CES, so January, we're most likely going to be talking a lot about Intel, mostly Xeons and the ARC cards, and we're going to have Porte Vecino that we're going to probably be talking about a lot in January, February timeframe. That's when we're expecting to see all this stuff come to fruition. Dude, that's going to be amazing. I'm really, really pumped to see what Intel does. And it will be awesome, too, to have a third player in the industry. What have we have as graphics so far? We had primary graphics people. So we had NVIDIA and we had AMD. That's it. Intel's the biggest graphics card maker, or graphics, how can you say? I guess you could say graphics. You know, not discrete though, but the biggest graphics supplier in the industry. But they're just for like the basic laptops, basic computers at home, stuff like that. They're not like, oh, I'm playing a game on these and I'm only getting 20 frames per second, And, now they have Raja Kaduri and making stuff that they're going to have that is, competitive. The XE line on their laptops and their Ultra Slims are competitive now. They're in the new Surface line, which I cannot wait to start saving up my pennies for. I'm probably going to get a new Surface next year around tax time because those suckers are expensive too. So, but stuff like that. And now to come with a discrete graphics card that you're saying that's going to have a performance as one of the top graphics cards in the industry right now, that's going to be amazing. Really, really going to be great. So we'll see what happens with that. But keep tuned or anything Intel, guys. I mean, with the new people that Intel got, I know they hired, I didn't write that in the notes this week, but I know they hired a couple of new people. It's going to be amazing, really, really, really amazing. So we'll see, guys. That's going to be Intel. And why am my ticker? Does it look like I got old news in my ticker? Hold on, let me check something real quick. Ticker. Do I have old stuff? That looks like my last time ticker. Let me see. Ticker. Come on, ticker. I just noticed that. Let me see. I'm on ticker. TKR, ticker TX files. No, that should be the new one. Why is it still showing old stuff? That's weird. Okay, give me a minute. I just noticed that the ticker's never wrong, so. Oh, you know what? The software update, so maybe I gotta do that. That's right. The software updated. Let me see. Give me a minute. Let me fix this. Refresh. That's where. Okay, let me do this then. Let me just copy all that. I just uploaded this new software, and it's kind of weird. Why is that doing that? That's super, super weird. Anyway, I might just leave it alone for the week. That is super duper weird. Yeah, because low text. Yeah, it should be pulling from that file. So, Surface to. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I update it. That's super weird. Okay, let me see if I can get the text. I might have to work with that a little bit. Oh, outline. No, I don't want outline to be bigger. I do want the text to be bigger. That's weird. You kind of see automatic size it. Dang, I might have to fix all this one day. I might just leave it be today. Dang, I didn't know it was going to do all that to my stuff. Let's see, 9 pics. I'm going to have to mess with that later. Anyway, let's get on with the show. I just noticed it was like the old stuff on the ticker. So, because XSplit just updated and it looks nice. Like from my angle, you guys can't see it, but it looks really nice. And it's just weird that I'm looking at the ticker. It's like showing all crappy. So, sorry for the ticker, showing bad. But anyway, we're going to go on to the next subject. So, going on to some Sony news. And Sony has finally officially announced that Bluepoint Games is part of PlayStation Studios. Give it a hand clap, everybody. So this is something that we kind of already know. Like one of the Japan Twitter pages had actually leaked this information on one of the slides, and we knew this was going to happen. It was just a matter of time before they announced it. And they actually have a video where I will play right now where they were talking about the merger and everything like that. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Hey everyone, this is Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios. As you probably know, we got a commitment to Hey everyone, this is Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios. As you probably know, we got a commitment to quality here at PlayStation. And that is why I'm so proud to introduce a new member of the PlayStation Studios family.
Hi everyone, this is Marco Thrush of Bluepoint Games. We've been partners with PlayStation over many years. You probably know our work on the remakes of Shadow of the Colossus and Demon's Souls. Today, we're thrilled to announce that Bluepoint Games will officially be joining PlayStation Studios. We believe this will empower Bluepoint to create even more incredible, impactful games for PlayStation gamers. While we don't have any game announcements to share today, we all wanted to thank the fans for your passion and support over the years. We hope to have more to share in the months ahead. Thanks for watching.
Oops, wrong button. Bluepoint Games, welcome to the family. We can officially post this now. So Bluepoint Games, as you guys know, they've been making a lot of remakes. The last one recently was Demon's Souls, which was highly, highly regarded, very, very popular. A lot of high reviews. A lot of people loved the game. One of my co-workers raved about this game. I played a little bit of it. It's hard. It's hard. And I haven't even been playing video games much. I've been doing a lot of videos and stuff for the businesses and stuff like that. But hopefully I'll get to it. From what we are hearing, that there will be a few new titles coming from Bluepoint Games. And I know they are hiring new people and new talent and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting to see what they start doing, because the rumor has it that they're going to be doing some new IPs. I'm not sure if they're going to still be doing remakes. I would have to imagine they will be doing remakes still. But everything it's going to be awesome nonetheless, It's, as you can hear them say, that they got a lot of stuff planned. They are based out of Austin, Texas, and they got a lot of money flow now from Sony. So, Bluepoint Games is going to be very, very interesting to see what else they do. And this is the reason why everybody wonders why I'm a fanboy or whatever they want to call me. Look at all these games right here, guys. Here, let me blow this up full screen. Look at all these games. Look at all those #1 rated games, mind you. Every one of these games has been rated #1. You know what I'm saying? Except for the one at the end, which just came out in the first slide, which is, I believe that one's Kenna. All of these games, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us, Returnal, Demon's Souls, Horizon, Gran Turismo, you got Astro's box right there, Days Gone, Ratchet and Clank, you got MLB, which Xbox now have, that they finally happy. Those fools raving and stuff. All those are top games, guys. Every single last one of them. Anybody know these games? And it was supposed to be on the ticker, but the ticker's all messed up right now. But God of War is going to PC. I forgot what the release date was, but God of War is going to PC, the 2018 God of War. So they will be having that within the next couple of months, I believe. They'll get God of War. Sony just continues to add top studios. And they got second party studios, J. Rahman Studios, They got the other studios that they just got, Fire Sprite. Dude, how can you get any better talent from Sony, the Xbox guys, the Xbox top boss, Phil Spencer, and one of the Xbox studio guys has says you cannot deny the quality that is coming out of PlayStation Studios. You cannot. They have the absolute best studios in the world. So much so, I made a list for everybody to see. Just look at this list, guys. Look at the list that Sony has. Look at all those studios. So, Bluepoint Games, which is just now. Team Asobi. Team Asobi makes, of course, the Astrobots. Polyphony Digital makes one of the top racers in the game, Gran Turismo. Insomniac. We all know what Insomniac does. All the main superhero games in Ratchet & Clank. Naughty Dog, The Last of Us, Uncharted, Jack and Daxter, Crash Bandicoot, Ben Studios, Days of Gone. They created a new IP right now. San Diego Studios, all the God of War games. Santa Monica Studios is all the God of War game. San Diego is going to be MLB. Sucker Punch, which you have Ghost of Tsushima, and then before you had Infamous. Pixel Opus. I forgot what they created, but they created like some smaller games and stuff like that, mostly for mobile. Guerrilla Games. You got Guerrilla Games. Horizon. You got that. London Studios. You got them. Media Monocool that creates like the Sackboy games. Housemarque. We all know about Housemarque and Returnal. Fire Sprite, which is coming up. And you got the other studios that's like support studios, XDev, San Mateo Studios, Nixon Software, Malaysia Studios, which makes like, transfers from games for like PC to, from PlayStation to PC. They do game engine code, so forth. Every studio does its own thing. Xbox buying up, Bethesda's parent company, ZeniMax. That was cute, Still not comparing to everything that Sony got. Not even close. It's, sad to say, it's not close. They got a good effort. You got the game I'm going to get, Deathloop. I'm going to get that one of these days when I sit down. But they're not comparing, to what Sony got at all, You cannot hate on these studios right here, guys. Almost every one of these studios that I mentioned has sold a #1 game in the history of PlayStation since 1995. This is about to be 2022, guys. So you're telling me for almost 20 years, PlayStation has had the best studios in the world, and it's true. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Bungie left Microsoft, what's been happening with Halo? You got all the Nintendo games with sales, don't get me wrong, but they're usually not in top content. You know what I'm saying? They're not the top competitors, It's crazy. It really is crazy that Sony's just buying that more. And I'm hearing they're going to buy some more studios in the next couple of years. So that's going to be crazy. Who else could they buy? Because Microsoft has more studios than Sony, but Sony has like the top tier studios where people are saying they're A-list, And no, Sony's going to be building a lot more multiplayer games, so that's going to be interesting. Xbox has always been known as the home of the multiplayer games. Let's see what Sony can come out with the multiplayer games. I'm still hoping and holding out hope for SOCOM. Please give me SOCOM. They get SOCOM, that's going to be game over. Like, nothing's going to compete against that, man. As long as the game's good. So, anywho, that's all the studios they got. Welcome Bluepoint Games to the family. Good stuff right there. And that's the the traffic for that. That being said, they also announced the State of Play. State of Play is going to be happening this Wednesday, October 27th. See the times right there. Pacific time, which is most of us that's probably watching the show right now, is going to be at 2 p. They're going to be showcasing third-party games, both coming out for the PS4 and the PS5. I'm not sure if these are going to be exclusive games, but if Sony's announcing a State of Play, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 games that's going to be pretty big. Could they be announcing another Final Fantasy game? Oh! That'll be nice. Which Square Enix that makes Final Fantasy, I think, is gonna get bought by Sony one day. You heard it here first. But what could they be announcing? Because everybody was saying, oh, after the last State of Play and all the stuff that Sony's been announcing, and so with God of War and stuff like that, we're not going to get anything else. Well, here's another State of Play, which is going to be coming out this week. I'm also hearing that they're going to have either one more, or they're going to be announcing everything at the Winter Games and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting. What else can you announce? I've heard that they should be coming out with an all PS5 event, which I'm going to guess in that PS5 event, we're going to have the VR2. Oh! Don't be surprised. We're going to see VR2 soon. They said a couple of months, and it's been a couple of months. And we know the VR2 is going to be coming out either late next year or beginning of 2023. So it's going to be coming faster than what we think it is going to be. And I mean, just all the stuff that they're saying that they're going to come out with, is going to happen. Sony does not mess around. PlayStation is the biggest brand that Sony carries, above their Xperia phones, above their Bravia TVs, everything. What's popping up here? Did you get a PS5? Yes, I do have a PS5. I've got my, Jesus. How long have I had the PS5? Since March or April? So I've been had it for a minute, sitting pretty right there on the entertainment cabinet right there. Which I'm gonna get a white cabinet just to match the color of the PS5. I already got new shelving, so I got new shelves over here that is white, and I got some stuff on it. And then I'm gonna change out this bed. My bed it's gonna be white. When I get that, and then I'm gonna make a couple other things. I'm gonna change my bookcase in the closet. I'm gonna get rid of and put a new bookcase there, put all my CDs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna be, at least the stuff on the inside the room is gonna be all white, just to match the PS5. But yeah, I do have a PS5. I've been enjoying it, even though I haven't been playing games on it lately. I still watch YouTube this morning on it, Netflix, even though my smart TV should be handling that. But I just I like controlling from the PS5 a little bit better. But yeah, the PS5 is awesome. I mean, no problems with it. I think I had one bug, which is Call of Duty, probably more Call of Duty than it was the PS5. It's a great system. I love the size of it. Some people are saying it was too big. No, I think it's just right. Like, I want to make it any bigger, want to make it any smaller. It's just right. I have been hearing rumors about the PS5 Pro too, so not enough news for me to mention it, but we'll definitely talk about it once I get a little bit more info. Anyway, I'm wondering what they're going to be showing at the State of Play. I'm going to be guessing NBA 2K22. We're going to be guessing Madden, right? Which Madden is already out, but I guess I'm going to probably talk about that a little bit. Grand Theft Auto, the Grand Theft Auto series came out, which again should be the ticket, but it's so small I can't read it. It's going to be very, very interesting, guys. What are they going to be announcing? Because it's been kind of quiet as far as the gaming industry has been concerned right now. So what third-party games could we be surprised with? Maybe we'll have a Silent Hill, that's been rumored to be coming out. Maybe we have a Metal Gear Solid remake. Somebody's been leaking. There was a musician that leaked that was working on Metal Gear Solid. Could that be at this showcase? And I mean, if there's a Metal Gear Solid remake, count me in on that one. I'm buying that game. I need to finish the ones I got. But dude, like, it is just so much happening right now with PlayStation. You don't even hear about Xbox. Like, what do we hear about Xbox as of lately? Nothing. Like, it's almost sad. They buy up this ZeniMax, which has Bethesda, and their top game is on PlayStation. It's just crazy. What could they be announcing? It's going to be very, very interesting to see what they're going to be talking about. So, anyway, that's all the news I got for PlayStation. So, we'll see. Hand clap for them. Now we're going to get a little bit into, why is this white? Why do I have white screens? Maybe I made a mistake right there. There we go. But we're going to get into a little bit of some automotive news. We're going to start talking about Rivian. Rivian, of course, is an EV startup company. They're making adventure trucks, as they like to say. They are going to be delivering trucks pretty soon. They're saying January, which is about, what, 3 or 4 months away now. I'm also hearing that some of the trucks has been released or will be delivered now. Wow. So, Rivian, as you can see in this B-roll that's going to play right here, they're going to be having these trucks. They're going to have 2 models. They have 2 car models. So one car model is the RT1, which is going to be the truck, and then they're going to have the R1S, which is going to be the SUV. The R1T is going to be the one that's going to be delivered soon. They're going to have 2 different versions of that. So they're going to have the Explorer package that's going to start off at $67,000, and the Adventure pack that's going to start off $73,000. You can get it what's called, they have the regular battery pack. So the regular pack for standard, that's going to do about 315 miles, which if you're going to go off-roading and stuff, that's not like a whole lot. I mean, I guess it's average, but you might want a little bit more than that maybe, especially when you talk about EVs where you're not easily at a gas station. As I talked to the previous video, the previous live stream I did, they are building out the network. They're going to have a lot more charging stations. And, of course, you can use the Electrify America, ChargePoint, EVgo charge stations when you see them. That stuff. But they do have one that's called the Max Pack for the battery pack that's going to be about $10K additional on top of this that will deliver you 400 miles per charge. And I think that's a little bit more reasonable. The only thing is you got to add another $10,000 to it. So you're just going to look about $77,000 for the Explorer pack. The Adventure pack will be $83,000. I did go and configure some of this online. They can go up to $96,000, which is right now average for EV price range, honestly. Especially if you're looking at the trucks. The new Hummer is going to be coming out about $100K. The Cybertruck's most likely going to come out about $70 to $100K from what we're hearing. So that's going to be average price for the truck. And then as you can see right there, they're going, it's to be able to handle a lot of clients. This is one of those companies that says it's going to start challenging Tesla, besides Lucid, which we'll get to in a minute. But this is one of those companies that's going to be challenging Tesla for a lot of stuff. Me, as far as the looks, I'm not a big fan of the looks, but I'm hearing some good stuff about it. A lot of people's liking it so far that's been driving it. The software is a little bit slow right now, but, you can fix that with firmware updates and software updates and stuff like that. But they also got the cool thing though. When I went on the website, they got a lot of customizations on the website. So like they have this little kitchen pack where you can pull out like the side of it. I don't remember if it was this video, but you can pull out the side near the back, and it has like a little miniature kitchen right there. I think the option is like another $5,000. You have the camper option, which you can put on the back. I think that was like another $5,000 to $10,000 you can add on right there, which to me is kind of pricey for the camper pack. But you might can make your own, But that's what this vehicle is about, is going out and venturing outdoors, being energy efficient, being environmentally safe. You're not throwing off any emission, EV, zero emissions, nothing whatsoever. This is going to be awesome, dude. I like the idea of Rivian, and they're finally starting to be more in the public. They're working on their IPO. So for those of you guys that's investors, they're going to be working on an IPO. Hopefully we'll be seeing it pretty soon. I'm trying to decide if I want to get into it. I do have Lucid stock already. So maybe I'll get into Rivian too, because, once they start taking off, they're going to take off. What's called a Tesla stock start off at $15. Last time I checked, it was at 800. Something like that. Let me check my stocks real quick. Because I just checked the other day. I was like, oh my god, they went up like $100 like overnight, like literally overnight. So Tesla, they went up even more this week. So just a couple of weeks ago, guys, the Tesla stock was about $800. It's now $909. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. So anybody that bought a stock for $15 and held it, for this point for 10 years for Tesla is now $900. It's like you basically just made a $870 or $85, on top of your stock. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what just popped up. Eric says we see invest in Rivian. Yeah, that's something to think about. At a job interview there last year. Yeah, that'll be cool to work at an EV startup. Only if I can be so lucky. We're working with some stuff though in the business, so hopefully stuff get passed. I can't talk about it though, but let's just say just stay tuned for the other stuff I'm working on. I should be hopefully announcing some stuff this week, so just keep an eye on my social media. I got to clear it first, but hopefully we get that stuff started. Anywho, yeah, man, that's gonna be Rivian. So good job, Rivian, with your stuff. All the good luck. Hopefully we'll see some vehicles out soon, because I am hearing deliveries are happening this month for some people, but the majority of them is going to be January 2022. So we'll see what Rivian will have. And on the other flip side of the EV coin, we got one of my favorite companies, and you guys know who that is. That's Lucid Motors, baby. We're going to be talking about Lucid Motors. So Lucid Motors has officially released the Lucid Air. They are delivering these vehicles right now. I just got a slide. I put it in last minute, right before I went live. I put it in literally last minute because they have trucks that's on there. So why is this popping up? What music can't play? Bounce. Okay, I'll fix that later. Just clear that for now. Literally, as we're speaking, they are delivering trucks. They had their preview week for their production. I do have a video on it, about a 2-minute video. We'll go ahead and play that, and then we'll go talk about it a little bit. So enjoy the video, guys.
I'm humbled to be here today to welcome you all to this, our home. This is the centerpiece of our manufacturing prowess and capability. 8 years ago, I joined a little company called Ativa, and I joined with a crazy vision that we could take an electric car to a whole new level that no one had done before. We built a factory in record time, 9 months from digging the earth to having a pilot line building prototype cars here. We're going to quadruple the size of this plant within the next 2 years. Construction is already underway. I'm delighted to announce we've surpassed 13,000 reservations, and that's before most of the world have even driven this car, but a lucky few have driven it here today. You are the vanguard of this movement. Through your purchase, we'll be able to make more affordable cars and mass produce them and really help the environment. I'd really like to thank my dear colleagues. I can personally relate to your work, your craftsmanship, your passion. Production has already effectively started. We will be delivering cars to the hands of customers in October. Thank you, each and every one of you. And I just want to say, I don't want you to just enjoy your cars. This has been a labor of love. So I want you to love them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That, my friends, is the Lucid Air being delivered right now. As you heard them say, they have over 13,000 reservations right now. That's crazy. 13,000 reservations for a vehicle that most people haven't even driven yet. And the crazy thing is, no, this is on their top models right now. The Lucid Dream, which is $160,000. So you got 13,000 people that's already going to get this vehicle. Dude, I absolutely love this car. I love this company. I'm an investor in this company. I can't wait for the future of Lucid. And there's going to be a couple of things that we're going to be talking about a little bit too. But it's going to be interesting to see what Lucid Motors does from here on out. This is, as you can see, this is like one of their assembly lines where they start assembling stuff. No, this is their where they start wiping off the paint, and I forgot what they call, like wiping off all the impurities and stuff like that. So, but this is part of their plant. All of this is in the house for the most part. They do have a couple of sites where they go off to, but this is mostly in house for most of the stuff. You already heard them say they're expanding the plant. They already breaking ground right now, which they have, because this video is actually like a couple of weeks old, I think. So, they already have been building extra stuff because they're going to be getting ready for the SUV, which right now is named Project Gravity. So the SUV is going to be coming out. I'm hearing this coming up year, even though they said 2023, they said this coming up year, 2022. You know, we be getting a Gravity from what I've been hearing. So it's going to be cool, man. I'm really, really loving all the stuff they're coming out with, you know. It's going to be amazing. What's this? But I cannot wait for this to come out, guys. And about that little picture I told you, look at that. There are the pictures of the cars going out to customers right now, guys. I just need enough money so I can afford one. But I want to wait. I want to wait to get the one where they have the reclinable seats, the executive seats in the back seats. Like, yes, even though I probably won't be there much because I like to drive. I'd rather drive, but you know, I'm sure a few friends will be happy right in the back with the executive seats, with the expanded windshield that goes all the way to the back and looking up at the sky and stuff like that. Like, guys, this is the beginning of the trend. This is going to be the beginning of Lucid Motors. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning, you know, of dominance. And I think this is going to be a car brand that's going to be more adored than I think any other EV company, maybe even so than Tesla. You know, and one advantage is, besides all their other tech that they have in this car, you know, being able to have the biggest battery, the best battery technology in the car, some of the best motors on an EV vehicle. They also have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You don't get that with any Tesla vehicle. You don't get that with any Rivian vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So just that point alone, just more capabilities and compatibility and expansion of applications you can play onto the vehicle, you know, compatibility with your smartphone, Lucid got the advantage, okay? There's no going back on that. Lucid has the advantage on that above any other EV manufacturer right now. And of course, we still got to wait for GM. I think what's the other vehicle for GM that, like the Cadillac, the Lyric. The Lyric should be coming out. I know they've been advertising that. And then, of course, we got the Hummers coming out next year. They got a few other goodies coming out next year. The Silverado EV, which should be unveiled, I'm hearing, on CES this coming up year. So we got that stuff. Dude, I mean, what more can we say about Lucid, you know? Which we can, because we got another video, because they have officially finally unveiled their Dream Drive ADAS system, and it looks like it's going to be nice. So let's go ahead and play that video right now.
This is Lucid Air. And this is Dream Drive, our ultra-intuitive advanced driver assistance system. Think of Dream Drive as your invisible co-pilot. Dream Drive Pro, the most comprehensive version of Dream Drive, has over 30 features that enhance your driving experience, with many more coming soon. The first thing you'll notice about Dream Drive is that you'll hardly notice it at all. It's so smooth and sleek that the learning curve to unlock its incredible features is virtually non-existent. Thanks to its Sirius camera suite, surround view monitoring offers a full 360-degree view of your car, giving you eyes on all sides. It has an impressive 32 sensors, all seamlessly integrated into the design that see things the human eye cannot. and with a fully comprehensive vision package, short and long-range radars, an array of ultrasonic sensors, and state-of-the-art LiDAR technology, DreamDrive's ability to precisely scan and pinpoint everything around you is uncanny. On the highway, DreamDrive really shines. Because Lucid Air is one of the only EVs with LiDAR, a high-resolution laser scanner, DreamDrive's sensing capabilities are remarkable. With LiDAR and the rest of the sensor suite working together, DreamDrive is among the most advanced ADAS systems when it comes to object detection, display accuracy, and safety. All of this technology enables highway driving features designed to help keep you safe, while making Lucid Air even more delightful to drive. Highway Assist helps you maintain optimal positioning on the freeway. Lane centering control specifically takes care of your in-lane positioning, while Adaptive Cruise Control helps you effortlessly maintain a consistent and safe distance from the vehicle in front of you. And with driver monitoring, DreamDrive can identify and alert you when your eyes are off the road. It will even suggest the closest rest stop should you need to recharge or grab a quick cup of coffee. DreamDrive's HMI, or human-machine interface, elevates the highway driving experience. At all times, you'll know exactly which driving mode you're in. Its clear and natural HMI utilizes visual, audio, and text cues. DreamDrive also uses surreal sound, Lucid Air's fully immersive 21-speaker system, to deliver clear directional alerts. This enhances safety features like front and rear cross-traffic protection and autonomous emergency braking. And when it comes to connectivity, our Ethernet ring, the connection of the 4 gateways at each corner of the car, provides in-car communication at gigabit speed and unprecedented redundancy for key systems such as steering, brakes, sensors, power, and more. The Ethernet ring is integral to readying Lucid Air for more advanced driving features in the future. When it's time to park, DreamDrive steps up. Autonomous Park-In identifies parallel and perpendicular parking spots and provides full control as it enters or exits a spot. It selects your gears, steers, accelerates, and decelerates. Using park distance warning, DreamDrive can show you the actual distances from detected objects. They're beautifully displayed on your screen to remove all guesswork. So no matter how crammed, tight, or crowded the parking situation, DreamDrive makes it happen. From day one, DreamDrive Pro is prepared for what's to come. This means your Lucid Air is hardware ready for the future of driving. Soon, enhancements to Highway Assist like Lane Change Assist will be available. And eventually, Highway Pilot with hands-off, eyes-off automated driving, plus remote control features like Automated Park Pilot will be available too. Once these capabilities are ready, you'll get them with a simple over-the-air update. These updates deliver the latest advancements automatically to your vehicle, keeping your car on the cutting edge. No new hardware required. To truly understand the power of DreamDrive, you have to experience it for yourself. As the smoothest, most intuitive, and most stunningly beautiful ADAS system out there, it's only fitting to call it DreamDrive to complement your dream car.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How nice did that look, guys? Like, dude, like that looks amazing, you know. And just to, I want you guys, I don't know, guys, notice a couple of things. Let me see. Where's my pointer at? Let's go back. Oops, going the wrong way. Go back this way with the video. So let me fast forward some stuff real quick that you guys may not notice. Well, first of all, let's go here. I just want to say, guys, isn't this house like super, super sexy? Like, look at this house, man. Look, when they pulled in, I was just like, can I have this house right here?
This Park-In identifies parallel and perpendicular parking spots.
The house looks nice on it. Look at that house. So, but anyway, going back on some of the technology. So if you guys see how they was doing the camera right here, and let me mute the audio real quick. So you can see how the camera, you can pan 360 degrees, which is interesting how they do that, you know. So you can see why this vehicle costs so much freaking money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have stuff that you've never seen in this vehicle before. You know what I'm saying? You got over 32 sensors. You got LiDAR on it. You got cameras on it. I mean, bro, you know what I'm saying? And then some of the other stuff when they was talking about with like some of the lane changes and stuff like that. So that was over here. So like lane guidance, full automated, like, you know, hands off, eyes off, automation. That's what they call level 3. So they said this is ready day one as soon as the government allows it to. And the roads got to be fixed and stuff like that. But over the air and stuff like that, all this stuff will be ready. It's just really, really amazing what they're coming out with, you know. And like lane guidance, like auto lane guidance and stuff like that. Parking mode, you know, how do you park? So you have that, you know what I'm saying, where it parks itself. And a lot of people that, you know, I've been talking to about drivers, I saw those videos like, oh, that will actually be pretty cool to park itself. Like, yeah, people going to start going to EVs quicker than they think they are. But another thing, guys, if you see on the side right here, you see this right here? You see that? Do you guys notice this is cover on it? And that's not the SUV, by the way, because no, the SUV is a little bit bigger than that. Let me see if I can fast. Look at that. What car is that? Which one is that one? That would be interesting to see. What car is this? Is this another Lucid Air? Or is it the rumored one that we're going to be getting that's going to be a sub $40,000 vehicle? Huh? Say, oh. What car is that that's covered? What's under the cover, guys? Because I think they got another video where they had like 2 cars covered and they start lifting one, which was the Gravity, the Project Gravity. So they sold that one. They got a 3rd car in the works, guys, where they're building this factory out for it. What car is this? Because, you know, they're going to have different trims on the Air. So they're going to have the cheaper one, with the more affordable one, if you call it affordable, at $70,000, which is the Lucid Air Pure. They got the Tour that they're going to come out with, of course. Those are going to be coming out by next year. But what is this? Is this an Air? Or is it something different? That could be a different type of Lucid. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be very, very interesting to see what that car is right there. I think it might be something different. So it's going to be interesting to see what Peter Rawlinson and the crew come out with. Because, you know, I'm so excited for this company. And the more and more I read up on them, the more and more I see them, the more and more, you know, I went to a studio earlier this year with my grandmother. You know, I'm just like happy to see something that's really, really innovative. And Lucid's one of those companies that's really, really innovative, you know. And then as you can see, the Dream Drive system, which I'll go ahead and blow up on full screen for you guys, so you can see some of the stuff they're talking about. Up to 32 sensors. They got LiDAR, which is basically laser that tracks everything in front of you. In-car communication, which is that Ethernet communication system. So Ethernet is basically what your home network use when you connect to the wire. That's Ethernet. OTR updates, like your cell phone OTR over the air. Driver monitoring system. Director audio alerts. That's where they will work with Dolby and included Atmos in there. And then their you know, their automated parking, their automated lane changes, all that stuff in this Dream Drive system, guys. It's amazing. You have this picture showing the Ethernet network. And like they said, it's going to be redundant. So meaning they probably got like 2 or so cables that's going to be connected to it, and then software fail safes and everything like that. So if one part of the network fails, everything can still be operational and stuff like that. So that's pretty interesting stuff, you know. So Lucid Air, man, what can we say? Hand claps. Alrighty, guys. Now time for our last subjects of the day. Apple fan, rejoice! We're going to be talking about the Apple event. What? So as we know, Apple has snuck up with an event this past week, and I didn't even know it. My uncle actually told me about it, with some eyes. So I looked like, what kind of event could they be announcing this year? So it was pretty good. Now, slightly disappointing, and I'll tell you why after you start seeing everything. But they unveiled a few things. So the first thing that they unveiled for Apple is that they're having a new subscription for their Apple service, like a $4 voice service that you use with Siri or something like that. We're not going to really go over that. They also sold off new colors to their AirPods. So I've been over the AirPods before, so I'm not really going to go over it. But you do see they have a whole bunch of different colors over here, so it's not just white and black anymore. They got the blue, you got the orange, you got the yellow, stuff like that. So you have those things right there. It's going to be pretty interesting to see more people start buying these voice communication devices. Google Assistant being the other one, Alexa being the other one with the Amazon stuff, so forth. So we're going to be seeing a lot more assistants, as they like to call them, in the future. But one of the main things they was talking about, or the second to the main thing they was talking about, is new AirPods. So AirPods has got a redesign. This is going to be the 3rd generation AirPod. It's supposed to be better, So let me go ahead. Let's roll the video, okay? Let me unmute everything first, right? Let's see. Or is this the... Wait, did I put the wrong video in? I put the wrong video in this sucker, did I? Well, you can at least see how it works. That's the woofer right there. That's a stem and stuff like that. I put the wrong video. Or was that the video? Oh no, you know what? That's the right video I put in there. That wasn't meant to be like like a talking video. But you guys can see, let's go back to it. The driver, how it works. So it's got a little small driver in it. And you got the tweeter right there, you see at the top. And then you got the connector, you see that silver part where it connects at, all that good stuff. So that's your AirPods. So now, some notes here. We got the AirPod has released. They have spatial audio, which means it sounds like it's going to come from all, sides of you. And they have the H1 chip with the Apple design acoustic system. It has a battery life for about 6 hours of listening time and about 30 hours if you add from the charging case. So you can put in the charging case, charge it up to another 6-7 hours, take it out, do it again, all the way up to another 30 hours. This thing's going to have an IPX4 rating for the earbuds and charging case. So meaning that if it gets wet, no big deal. If you get a little dust on it, no big deal. New design is lightweight and have the right angle for the ear. The stem is shorter than the last generation and have the same sensors as the AirPods Pro. AirPods Pro. They got so many pods and pads, I get mixed up. You know what I'm saying? I get mixed up with the stuff now. So they saying the biggest difference between these now and their AirPods Pro is that you can't get the custom inserts for your ears. So that's going to be the biggest difference between them. They also said this has a skin detect sensor, so it will detect if the AirPods is in your ears or not. So I guess it will help conserve energy and stuff like that. Maybe turn it put it in standby mode automatically. It also has the charging case, which is MagSafe, part of the MagSafe ecosystem. So the MagSafe, basically what that does is you are allowed to put it on the phone to charge. So you put it directly on the phone to charge. I don't know how I feel about that, because I kind of want the battery life for my phone. The phones are already like not the best battery life, especially with iPhones. I don't care what anybody say about an iPhone. It's not the best battery life at all. So you have stuff like that. These should be coming out this coming up week, October 26th, at a price point of $180. So not bad, pretty good price. Actually, I had to slide for it. I announced it early. So let's say at the price of $179. So And of course, they have their second gen still on sale. I believe those retail for $129.99, and then you have your Pros, which is above the $200 price mark, about $250, $300 they're retailing for. So you know, it'll be interesting to see how these sales was. It's Apple. It's going to sell like a hot case, right? So you can't imagine that they're not going to sell pretty good. But there's new AirPods. Again, you know, spatial audio, battery life. I think it should have a bigger battery life. They don't put the biggest batteries on these things. It would be nice to see 10 hours, but hey, I mean, 6 hours would be enough. Most people's not going to be listening to 6 hours straight unless you're on a flight or something like that anyway. But that's what you have right there. So October 26th, $180. Get yours already available for pre-order right now. So you pre-order, go to your local electronics store or the Apple store, and you can get these items. Cool. Alrighty, guys. Now, time for the big kahuna of the day. You have something that was actually pretty good, even for me, somebody that says that. You have the MacBook Pros. I gotta give Apple they do for this one. This redesign is off the hook. They did a lot of things right with this redesign. So we have a video. We're gonna go ahead and play it. So see you in a minute.
We've created something wild. With a fire in its belly. This thing draws everything in, moving silently, night and day, into the deepest blacks and brightest lights. Its eye, razor sharp. Its sound, deafening. Pretty. Dangerous. So why would anyone give this beast more power? You'd have to be reckless. What have we done? And more importantly, what will you do?
Introducing the 2021 lineup of Apple's MacBook Pro. Dude, this is nice. They did a few things right with this one. Okay? They did a few things right. Let me see. Eric Les says you're giving Apple props. That is a first. No. I did do it for, I think, the iPhone event. Now, everybody thinks I'm the biggest Apple hater, which is only slightly true, maybe. But it's not that I'm an Apple hater. I just don't like some of the decisions they do. You know what I'm saying? If that's fair. Sometimes I feel like the ecosystem's too closed in, which is, hey, it's their jam, so whatever, you know. But I give them props on this one, and we'll go over some stuff right now. So they have their newly redesigned MacBook Pro. The chips dubbed, as you've seen in the videos, the M1 Pro and the M1 Max. And I have some specs that I can post near the end of this. But they have the Liquid Retina XDR display. They put back the Thunderbolt and the SD card slot ports, guys. So you have up to 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports. 3 Thunderbolt. Let me rephrase that. You got 3 USB-C Type 4 ports with Thunderbolt. You have the SDXC compatible card slot, and you also have an HDMI port for like TVs or something like that, monitors and stuff. They also brought back the MagSafe port, which is a welcome addition. They was going USB-C, but now they with the MagSafe. Everybody's been bugging for that. This is going to be the 3rd generation of that, and it looks nice. I like the redesign. I like the bezels. Now, one thing a lot of people's already complained about, and I have to admit, it's a big flaw that they did, is the camera. So if you guys see in the picture, they have the little camera bump thingy right there. It doesn't have Face ID. And you guys already know this is going to be expensive. I'll unveil the price in a minute, but dude, to not have Face ID and you're going to have like the little, like the camera bump thingy, you got to have the Face ID, guys. Got to have Face ID. It does have Touch ID. So as you guys can see in the pictures and you can see in the video that's playing the B-roll, they got rid of the touch bar, which to me was like 5 years, 10 years too late, you know? Got rid of the touch bar, added the physical keys back, and added the touch ID. So you can lock it with your fingerprint, basically. They use the Magic Keyboard, which they have right there, which I'm not a biggest fan of the Magic Keyboard, but a lot of people love the Magic Keyboard, so there you go. You know, of course, like I said, you also have the Retina display, which is a beautiful display. Now, they have 2 different models of this chip. You know, multiple models of the 2, but you have the M1 Pro and the M1 Max. So right here, you see those triple displays right here? That's going to be the laptop that's running the M1 Max processor. So that thing is pretty cool. They're saying some crazy stuff. So the bandwidth is pretty good. It's pretty much almost like desktop performance. 200 gigabytes of memory per second. 200 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth on the M1 Pro. And 400 gigabytes per second for the M1 Max, guys. That's crazy. It also has built-in ProRes accelerators. So accelerator processors built in directly. So they said on the M1 Pro, you do up to... or the M1 Max, I mean, you do up to 30 streams of 4K ProRes video streams in the Final Cut Pro, or 7 streams of 8K. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. Yeah. Can't talk to that. Let's see. Eric Les says the touch bar sucks. My MacBook has it. I hate it. Touch ID I like, and I got the iPad Mini 6. It's badass. Yeah. The touch bar, to me, the touch bar was a neat idea, but again, I just felt like it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have Microsoft coming out with the Surface line, where you have the whole screen that's touchscreen. You have the new Surface Laptop Studio, which is looking like a beast of a product. You know, these M1 processors are definitely the most efficient processor in the world. I can't even lie about that, guys. I can't argue with that. Not the most powerful. I don't even think it's the most powerful laptop or portable processor, but I will say for pound it is. You know what I'm saying? Because these things are super, super efficient. They're saying video playback, you know, or I'm not sure if it's video, you know, Apple might lie sometime. And they, believe it or not, they actually said what type of laptop they was reviewing. It was like the MSI, one of the MSI laptops. This thing can do about 17 hours per charge on a 14-inch, and then 16-inch do up to 21 hours, guys.
What?
Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's really, really is crazy. They're saying this thing could be more powerful than the 28-core Mac Pro. And that's saying something. How true that claim is, I don't know. They haven't shown no benchmarks on that. But, hey, you see, the mistake they made was the escape key was digital, so that if the touch bar froze or had an issue, you didn't have the escape key. That is very true, Eric. That's very, very true. Anyway, here's some more excerpts, so we know the 2 sizes. This is going to be 2 in addition to the 13-inch that they showcased last year, the MacBook Pro 13-inch. Which, because I was wondering last year, like, why didn't they put a more powerful processor? It's kind of like the same one as the Air. This is right, because it was playing in the Max and the Pro. Anyway, so 10 cores, so they saying some stuff, I'll skip over this stuff. You do have 3 times more AMP Designer plugins in Logic Pro, 2.8 times faster computational fluid dynamics in NASA Tetra USS. featuring the 16-core GPU in the M1 Pro and the 32-core GPU in the M1 Max. The 14-inch Mac Pro can transfer graphic intensive workflows with up to 9.2 faster 4K render times in Final Cut Pro with the M1 Pro and 13.4 times faster with the M1 Max. So it's faster. So and Blackmagic DaVinci, which I use in a lot for videos. Once you see me post a couple of commercial stuff, I'll be posting a whole lot more in the future. I'm using DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve's amazing because I was about to upgrade to Sony Vegas, and then I was trying to see if I wanted to put money towards Media Composer, which is very, very expensive. It's like $1,000 for the software. But then I found Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve, and we've been rocking with that ever since. It's an amazing piece of software. But they saying this, I believe they're saying this is native, that they made the update already for DaVinci, because I got the update. Even though I'm on Windows, they always tell you what's in the updates. Industry-leading power efficiency and extraordinary battery life. We already touched on that. About 17 hours on the 14, 21 hours on the 16-inch, allegedly. Okay, that was video playback, actually. I was mistaken. So 14-inch models deliver 17 hours of video playback, which is additional 7 hours, while the 16-inch model gets a remarkable 21 hours of video playback, which is an additional 10, which is the longest battery life ever on a Mac notebook. So there you go. There you have it right there. And they say, unlike any... Now, this is true. This is going to be a true statement. I give Apple this one, too. And they say, unlike any other Pro notebook that loses power performance when they are not plugged in, the MacBook Pro delivers the same level of performance whether plugged in or using the battery. This unprecedented combination of system performance on battery performance and battery life sets the MacBook Pro apart from every other notebook. Because on a Windows-type laptop, it does throttle it back to conserve energy for the most part, and you can even tell the menus on Windows if you want to throttle it back, or you want to have more full performance. That is something I give Apple too. Most of the performance so far, from what I've been hearing, has been the same whether it's plugged in or not, which I think is amazing. That level of optimization is awesome, which we have to hear more about Windows 11 now that it's out. So it's going to be, I want to see Microsoft Surface Laptop Studio versus a MacBook Pro comparison. I would love to see that. That's going to be an awesome comparison. Hopefully somebody does that, So also have Bluetooth 5.0, Wi-Fi 6. The unit also has 6 speakers, 2 of them being tweeters, 4 woofers, with spatial audio and full Dolby Atmos capabilities, and also made from 100% recycled aluminum, 100% recycled tin, and 100% recycled rare earth elements in the magnets. 35% of the plastics are all recycled and 7 of the components. So they're being, recycling, using, recycling old systems and old plastics and stuff like that, making sure the hit on the environment is reduced greatly, which we need to get to. We'll go ahead. We have some of the prices and stuff that we can show you right here. In this video, right here, you'll see, and we're going to get to the prices. You see the prices, guys? Y'all see that prices at the bottom? Let me blow it up on full screen so you guys can see a little bit better. So this is spec sheet. So you see, you have 5 models, I should say, of this. A total, there's 7, I think, if you add the 13-inch line. So you're going to have 2 14 inches and 3 16 inches. You're going to have the space gray and the silver. 4 of the models going to have the M1 Pro on it. The 1 16-inch is going to have the M1 Max on it. You got the 14-core GPU on the first 14-inch. Most of the other ones going to use a 16-core GPU outside of the Max, which uses a big 32-core GPU. All of them still have the 16-core neural engines, just like all the other M1s have. You got 2 models with the 14-inch liquid Retina display, XDR, and the other ones use 16-inch. 16 gigabyte unifying memory, all of them but the Max, which uses a whopping, I gotta give Apple this, a whopping 32 gigabytes of onboard storage, guys. I mean, beautiful. You also have 512 gigabytes of storage on one of the 14 inches and one of the 16 inches, while the rest uses 1 terabyte. Again, they also added the Thunderbolt ports back, so you got USB 4 ports with Thunderbolt 4 built in, HDMI port, SDXC card slot, and MagSafe 3 port. Apple spent a lot of time talking about this and stuff like that, like, oh, we put these ports back, but to be honest, they should never got rid of it. It was a very, very stupid decision on Apple's part. You know, and when people say about, you know, I'm an Apple hater, no, they do stupid stuff like that, getting rid of the Thunderbolt 4 ports, which is what Apple started helping build with Intel, so it made no sense of getting rid of the Thunderbolt 4 ports. But they did put it back nonetheless, and it's going to be awesome. On the M1 Max, you can run up to 3 displays, plus a 4K TV or big TV set off of one laptop without any adapters or anything like that, so that's pretty cool. You got the Magic Keyboard with the Touch ID, so you can unlock with the Touch ID on there. Force Touch Trackpad, which I'm hearing is a lot better. And then you can see the power adapter. So the 14-inch will come with the 67 watt. The 10-core 14 will come with 96. And then all the 16-inch models will come with a 140 watt USB-C to MagSafe port on their systems. The cool thing about it is that they said they can charge 0 to 60 in about 30 minutes. So it's got pretty fast charging. On most of them. You see the prices starting off at $2,000. The M1 Max laptop will be able to be $3,500. So if you're a pro, we hope you are able to spend some money for this stuff, because it is a big chunk of do-re-mi. But it's pretty cool. I know some people was asking with the little the camera gap or whatever you call it. They're saying, well, how would it work on full screen? It will basically just block that strip out, and then the rest of the screen will come out. So it'll be like if it's something physical there, it'll kind of just like edge it out, you know. So I know some people wanted it to be more full screen, because you're technically not getting use of the whole 16 or 14 inch technically with that, but it's what Apple does. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. So forth and so forth. But man, this is a pretty cool laptop, man. I think they kind of redeemed themselves. Now, the bad thing is they should have announced a iMac with the M1 Pro and the M1 Max. In my honest opinion, that's what they should have did. They also should have at least teased, in my opinion, the next Mac Pro. What would the Mac Pro be? What kind of processor is it? I'm thinking M is going to be for all the mobile. So what they're going to have for the Mac Pro? Are they going to have and you know what? Thinking about it, maybe they're going to have, while they're waiting, and maybe they're going to have almost the same processor on the iMac Pro as they're going to have the Mac Pro. That could be a possibility. So they might unveil that together, you know. But we're going to be waiting for that. I'm guessing we're going to hear about them next year, because that will be their 2-year transition or whatever you call it. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what Apple does with this as being the most efficient CPU on the planet with their custom ARM chips that they call Apple Silicon, of course. And hey, I got to give them some props. I'll give them some props on this. Still no touchscreen though. I don't know if they're ever going to go touchscreen, honestly, which is one advantage that Microsoft and Asus and HP is going to have. Almost all their stuff now is coming with a touchscreen. So, you know, Apple's still sticking to, you know, more of the traditional, you know, laptop, no touchscreen, nothing like that. So, available October 26th. So in a couple more days, pre-orders open now. Go get them at your local electronics store or the Apple store. There you go. There's the new MacBook Pro, guys. All right. And with that concludes the show pretty much. So we're going to leave this open to some Q&A. So, anybody got any questions before we roll on out of here? Any last things you want to say? That's what's listening. That's supposed to be like America. I'm a little hungry. I ain't gonna lie. Jesus Christ, my stomach's growling over here. It's been growling for like 20 minutes now. So, but anyway, got a lot of cool stuff coming out, guys. We're nearing the end of 2021, guys. My birthday's about to come up, by the way. Somebody actually reminded me. I almost forgot it was my birthday coming up. So, anyway, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, guys. You know, this is Techtober, so of course we had a lot of cool stuff this month, man. Which it was quieter than previous Techtobers, but hey, I'll take it. Waiting for Tech November. But anyway, guys, that will conclude the show. That's everything we have. We'll be seeing what we be. Oops, wrong slide. We'll be seeing what we'll be having next. I am looking to get the new Surface pretty soon, guys. The new Surface Duo pretty soon. So maybe I'll have it by next week. We'll see. I'm working on it. We got a whole lot more stuff. We're going to, of course, next week talk about the Sony event. So what third-party stuff we're going to be talking about next. What else are we going to come in? We're going to hear any more news, EV news from Tesla, Lucid, Rivian, GM, anybody. It's so wide open. Will we see Sony unveil the next gen VR 2? I want to see the VR 2, guys. I really want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll definitely see what else we're gonna have in tech. We're coming up to the end of the year, though, man. We're halfway through October. We're actually more than halfway through October. We're approaching November real soon, guys. So the month of the Keyse, baby. Month of the Keyse. The born day, November 1st. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I gotta go eat something. I'm super hungry, which is funny because I ate a good sized breakfast this morning. So I'm not sure why I'm hungry. I'm just saying, maybe because I didn't eat last night dinner. Went to go see Carnage last night, Venom, The Rise of Carnage. So it was pretty cool. Wasn't the best showing as I thought. It could have been better, but you know, it's nice if you kind of bored and want to go see something. So, you know, go see that if you guys want to. But anyway, that concludes the show, guys. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you're new, thank you for watching the show for the first time. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to let you know whenever I go live or upload a video. And if you guys can please, before you guys exit, hit the like button, please. It'll give you, give me more support from YouTube and stuff like that, getting out there, man. So thank you for all your support as usual, guys. Thank you for everybody to join me week to week. I really do appreciate your support. So everybody be safe, be nice to your neighbors as much as possible, and be safe, man. It's COVID still out there, so get vaccinated. I know a lot of places requiring people to get the vaccines. From my experience and personal experience and stuff like that, of course, it's your body, your decision. But I would highly suggest, guys, get the vaccine, man. Talk with your doctors about it first and foremost, though, especially if you're high risk like I am. So go ahead, get the vaccines and stuff like that, and be safe, man. Hopefully, we can get back to some kind of semblance to what we was soon. But just be safe out there, guys, man. I'm hearing too many people dying out there from this virus still. So try to be safe, man. You know. Anyway, my name is Marquise. You are watching the Keyse Review live, baby. See you soon. Peace. One. Take care, guys. Later.
Jump in my white house Cadillac, cross the borderline, rope 65 girls, make them all the same time. Took 25 or 30, put them all on a freight, a reward for me in each and every state. Chef said, you've man read in a very deep voice. Yes, sir, brother sheriff, and that's your weapon. Back of my horse, 'cause I'm a gangster of love. Yeah. All the girls that I meet say he's a cool gangster of love.
so they can see me smiling. I won't let them see how you brought